What's up, it's Cairo. Welcome back to the channel. Today is the season reset, and we are hitting the ladder in Platinum with Boros Burn, or Boros Aggro as some call it. The deck list is not my own. Made a few little tweaks here and there, but generally just pretty much like a standard meta deck list right now. But it is very potent, and it's a great deck for laddering up, especially because the season just reset. So if you're looking to rank up quickly, Boros Aggro is among the top right now. Also, Naya Humans is very potent. There are previous videos for last month's season on both of these decks if you want to see more matches. This one, all of these matches are sequential. None of them are skipped, and there are no edits other than taking out the downtime. So really quick deck intro, because this deck is out there. There's a deck list in the description if you want to skip this. Go to the description, go straight to the gameplay. Thank you very, very much for the support. We have Hopeful Initiate, 4 of these, a 1-2 with Training. If we get this out on turn 1 and then we attack with a Bloodthirsty Adversary, a 2-2 haste on turn 2, this automatically trains, becomes a 2-3, and it is hard to stop that, especially when on the play. Kumano faces Kakkazan, 1 damage for 1 mana, and then buffs a creature on turn 2 and then becomes a creature on turn 3 with haste. Very nice. Play with Fire, cheap removal, Luminarch Aspirant. We all know this one by now. This one's fantastic. 1 Valorous Stance for taking out big creatures that we may otherwise not be able to get around. Roil Eruptions. These can be removal early. You can also, if the game gets grindy, kick this for 7 total for 5 damage directly to the face. We have 4 Brutal Cathars. We have 4 Sunrise Cavaliers, 3-drop 3/3 trample haste. That trample is actually very important. You stack counters on these things, they cannot be chump blocked, and they get counters when it switches to day and night, or you can put those counters on another creature you control. And Thundering Raiju is the absolute top end for this deck at 4 mana. Noted that this does take 2 red mana, so make sure on turn 1, 2, and 3, if you have Thundering Raiju in your hand, you're taking note of that and making sure that on turn 4, you're ready to pop this bad boy in there. 2 Dens of the Bugbear and Sokenzan, Crucible of Defiance. Other than that, we're running 2 Snarls, no more than that. But also keep in mind that if you have pathways in hand and basics, try to always keep a basic in your hand if you can. Because if you draw a Snarl off the top of the deck, say on turn 4, and you have a Raiju, and it comes in tapped, that can actually be to your detriment and lose you games. So, Snarls are useful. Try to always have a basic in hand. That's it, guys. Thank you very much for the support. Thank you for hitting that thumbs up and subscribing to the channel. If you want to see more deck lists and Mythic constructed gameplay, I'll shut up now and let you see the matches. Good evening. It is day 1 after season reset, and we are hitting the ladder with Boros Burn, currently the top aggro deck in the meta. So if you're going to hit the ladder, hit it with something good, and Boros is good right now. We do not have a Plains. We have Kumano faces Kakkazan turn 1, but we don't have anything to play on 2, which is concerning. I think if we don't draw Plains, we're pretty SOL here. So let's mulligan that. Okay. They mulligan 2. So let's keep all of our lands. Let's get rid of a Bloodthirsty Adversary and just go in with white to start with. Initiate down. Opponent plays blue. We'll keep our basic land in case we draw a Snarl. We'll play this on red. We put the counter there because we're going to play another Luminarch Aspirant. We'll pump this one to 3, and then this can train off of it. Or that. That works too. Let's put this down on white. I feel like we can get Jawari disrupted here. Do this. Two blue mana for the opponent. Yeah, there's white. I feel like they had a Jawari disruption. Here's Ledger Shredder. Homestead Courage. They're going to make it Connive. It's going to be a 3/5. Okay. Cavalier in. They can block one and bounce it. Yeah. Let that connive. I don't think they want to wipe the board. So we need to be as wide as possible to try to get that 4 damage back in. I think this is sort of like a Magecraft-ish tempo deck. They have Twin Blade Geist and things. So this has Double Strike. They hit for 8. And they're tapped out, so that should be game. Good game, though. Ledger Shredder is pretty much a house. It's a very good card. Good game. Okay, we're on the play. I wish we had a mountain. We could play Kumano and then turn to Luminarch Aspirant. Do we still keep this? That is tough. Because right now, we're not doing a turn 4 Thundering Raiju. We can do a turn 2 Luminarch Aspirant and then Brutal Cathar, and then we're kind of... Nah, this is not good, though. Okay. Alright. Do what we have to do. Hopefully we can draw a 2-drop. Bloodthirsty Adversary would be clutch here. Oh, there's a plains. We'll keep one of them. Keep the plains in case we draw a Snarl. Green's Tower. Esper. We'll see if they're angels or they're control. Okay, not too bad for us. Put this down on red. Cavalier. Train the Hopeful Initiate. We don't really want to see a Righteous Valkyrie. That's really what we don't kind of want to see. Okay. Tenacious Underdog. Not too bad. They have 1 Triome worth of mana left. So we have 2 options here. We can Brutal Cathar something. Or we can go in with 2 Sunrise Cavaliers. Do this. I don't think they have a counter. They may have... What do they have for 1? Do they have a Fading Hope, maybe? They probably do have a Fading Hope. So if they have a Fading Hope, they should use it now. Because that thing, if they Fading Hope the Brutal Cathar whenever we attack, that'll come in as a 1/1. Keep the pressure on. We don't really want to trade our Sunrise Cavalier, but... Okay. Okay, we'll see what they have to play here. They're at 11. They don't play anything. We flip the Brutal Cathar. They have a Meat Hook that can Meat Hook for 2. They cannot Doomscar. Nothing's foretold. I like how people are main decking Rave and Feeblements now because there's so much white in the meta. I don't blame them at all for doing that. Yeah, pretty brutal though. If you're playing mono white, Naya Humans, or Boros, there are a lot of white targets. I don't play anything. We flip. Okay. Cavalier in. If we get them low enough, we have a Den of the Bugbear too we can fire up. This right here, this moment is going to be clutch. Okay, they're at 7. Rafine is in. Okay. Cathar on that. Nighttime. Okay. Forgot it was nighttime. That's alright. Probably would have done that anyway. Don't want to fire Den of the Bugbear up till the absolute last moment. They have to pay 3 life to do that. They go to 4. Okay. Two cards in hand. Here's Kaya. If they exile the Moonrage Brute, they go to 1.
Looks easy.
They can't do that. Our Den of the Bugbear will finish them off. Put it there.
I got you.
What do they attack? No. Roil Eruption. Interesting. So, fire up Den of the Bugbear. We go in, we hit them for 1 at least. And then next turn we try to Roil Eruption and kill them. That seems like the play. Alright, we have them dead if they don't gain any life. So we're looking for, like, no Wandering Emperor, no Professor of Symbology into the Environmental Sciences. We're looking at, like, no life gain. They can't really blitz the Tenacious Underdog either because they have 3 health. Provided they don't have a counterspell, we have them with the Roil Eruption. And if we draw an untapped land, we can still go in with Den first as a backup. See what they do. Ghost form.
Ghosting feels weird, I know.
Mole Priests for some lifelink. Alright. We've got them. Even if they have a Spell Pierce or something, we're good. Like that. Yep, they can't stop this. Got it. Got there. Platinum 2. Moving on up. Okay, we are going first. We won't have to mulligan this time, I don't think. We've got a nice curve with Initiate into Aspirant, Sunrise Cavalier, and then also play with Fire Cheap removal against other aggro. I think we're doing pretty good with this hand. I like it. I feel comfortable. Feel comfortable with it. Put the counter there again, so that way Sunrise Cavalier still allows it to train next turn. So we're okay. We don't need the Aspirant to train it. They have an instant spell. So they have a Fateful Absence. Cathar Commando. Alright. Did not expect that. I knew they had something, but I didn't know that they had a Flash Cathar Commando. We have 2 play with fires. That's 4 damage represented there. taking that. Let's put this down. Get this taken care of so we can swing in. Alright, good game. Got there. We just had the perfect hand, honestly. We had such a great hand on that one. It's tough. Boros is tough. Okay, we have Snarls and a Pathway. That kind of sucks. I guess we do the Snarl and then guarantee that we have Aspirant on turn 2, and we just don't play Kumano right now. I think it's keepable, though. We'll sacrifice our turn 1 play to make sure that we have a turn 2 play. Otherwise, that Snarl would come in tapped. Usher. Okay. Well, we can play the Aspirant, get it down. We can also play our Snarl in tapped and play with fire that out. Because if we play the Pathway this turn on white, we will not have 2 red next turn to play Kumano and play with fire. Let's just do this. Set a stop before their combat. We'll kill the Usher. If they play a Luminarch Aspirant, we'll kill that first. I think that's the right play. Our mana is a little screwy, so we want to make sure that we get the most punch here and not sacrifice our turn 3 and 4 for our turn 2 plays. They don't have an Aspirant. They would have played it pre-combat. They have Thalia. Alright. It's tough. Okay, let's get this down on white. Another Thalia. Sadly, we may just have to leave that Thalia where it is. If we can draw another land, we'll go Thundering Raiju to start popping. Nope, we're good with that. Go ahead. Initiate. Okay, so they can do 2 damage. Yep. Raiju time. Here. Attack. Train. Counter here. Okay, Roil Eruption. They got land. They didn't get many lands though. Good game. That's frustrating when it happens, for sure. Okay, opponent's going first. We do not have a plains. I don't think we can keep that. This one's better. Probably only going to have time for 1 2-drop. Of the 2, with no hopeful initiate, Aspirant is the stronger. Mulligan to 6. Throw the adversary away. Needleverge Pathway, hopeful initiate. Alright. Mountain. We're not playing with fire yet. We'll do it if they play an Aspirant, put a counter somewhere, something like that. Set a stop before combat. Kill that. That way the initiate cannot train. Alright. Plains Aspirant down. So now hopefully if they have a burn spell, they have to choose between that and a Sunrise Cavalier. Okay, that sucks for us. We'll do what we can. Alright, we have a Sunrise Cavalier coming down. This on red. Save our planes if we draw a Snarl. Cavalier down. I don't know if this is a race that we can win, but we're going to try. In for 4. No Raiju on their side. No other Cavalier on their side. What else is in their hand? Kumano. Okay. Another Initiate. That's rough. Okay. In with Raiju only. Counter here. Hopefully the Sunrise Cavalier is out of range of their burn removal and demotivates them from attacking us with everything. Maybe we can sneak this out. Another Thundering Raiju. Okay. Give it a shot. Keep in mind they do have Den of the Bugbear up if they want to. Counter here. Counter here. We go to 9. They're at 4. I don't know if we can. We have another Raiju coming in next turn. That's gonna be. That alone is gonna be enough. Because it'll deal 4 damage straight to their face per trigger here. So they have to kill us this turn. Yes. Able to get there. It was looking rough for a second. All right. All right. We are on the play. We have 1 Snarl, but we have a basic. We have a Hopeful Initiate, Aspirant on turn 2, Raiju on 4. Hopefully, we draw a land. Do this. Get the Snarl out. Initiate down. Another Raiju. Blue-white mana, alright. Play the pathway on white, keep our basic. Interesting. What would be the reasoning for vanishing verse that over the Aspirant? That is intriguing to me. There must be a reason. Okay, we're going to see if we can line up our land by scrying and hitting him with this. Need a land. Sokenzan will do it. Let's see if they have a counter spell. Oh, but they do have another Vanishing Verse. That's okay. We'll go counter on Aspirant. We'll train. And then we'll give Raiju another go next turn. Got it. Nice. Almost plat 1. What's going first? We have 2 aspirants, 2 planes, no red mana to speak of. We have 3 opportunities to draw 1 before turn 3. Gonna be a hard ask to get Raiju out on 4. 2 aspirants alone can do work, though. I think we'll keep it. We'll trust the deck to give us 1 mountain. Try to be as aggressive as possible. 2 aspirants can be hard to beat if the opponent's off to a slow start. Maestro's Theater. Okay, island. There's our mountain. Why'd I do that? Why didn't I play Kumano? Alright, see if we get punished for it. That was dumb. Okay. Well, in this scenario, we're doing that, because it's clear that they're a mill deck. The longer that stays on the field, the worse it is for us. Luckily, they hit their Maestro's Theater on turn 1, not with the crab out, so we still have 48 cards left in the deck. Strangle. Alright. Get some haste action going. Actually, you know what? No. Let's do this. Do this. Because we want to get some counters build up for Thundering Raiju when we get it down. Crab. Land. Strangle. Understood. Galvanic Iteration, without a doubt, is what was foretold there. Okay, we have to Raiju next turn. Field of Ruin on Den of the Bugbear, milling 3 more. Mountain. Now we can play with fire, though. Something we couldn't do before. Behold the multiverse. Okay. I was wrong. Galvanic Iteration you can't foretell. What the hell am I thinking? Sitting here like, it was for sure this. It has flashback. Yep. We'll take that. That could matter. Thundering Raiju in. Back with everything. Counter placed on Etching of Kumano. Or just this, you know. That was our plan. Alright, they're down to 10. Now we're doing this. In case we draw a land, we'll play Raiju and Aspirant. 2 crabs. Land. Brings us to 29 cards. 2 cards in hand for the opponent. Big score. Still 2 cards. 3 treasure tokens. Cacophony not doubled or anything. 21. Does that mean they have Atashas? Okay, they have to mill us now. Tasha's Hideous Laughter would do it. Didn't have it. Alright. Scary for a minute. I made misplays there for sure. We didn't get punished, but I did misplay. Platinum 1.